Hello and welcome. Stormy Sensei here, bringing you another Octopath Traveller stream. Today will be the 8th, Chapter 1 that we'll be going through. We've gone through all the regions, gotten all the characters except for one. The last of the group to get is the thief. And we go north in order to reach him.
Let us begin. Let my arrow fly and true.
Regular attack with a sword, poison shot. Hey there, Beep Boop. Hey, Game Changer.
Knighthood, bring your shade. The show is over.
Didn't stand a chance. And Primrose is about to level up, which is good. This means that in the next battle I can also just let loose. Alright, in my last play session I actually went and got all of these treasure chests already, so I don't have to explore too much.
I am ready.
Surprise my foe. Excellent. See ya, Abe.
Knighthood, bring your shade.
Here we go.
Single foe? Man, that all really sucks. Injurious dust? Yeah.
How do you like this?
Come in, if thou darest.
Don't think that's gonna kill them. Nope, didn't think so.
I'll do my best. Sacred flame, shine forth. Let the hunt begin. I am ready. The show is over.
Alright, so at this save point, let's see what the sign says. Borderfall past to Borderfall, query quest. I'm trying to get to Borderfall. Alright, so let's go north.
What next?
I'm ready. I was so sure that they were going to be weak to arrows.
Here goes nothing.
Maybe axe. Yes, weak to axe. That's good.
I'll do my best.
Coming, if thou darest.
I'm ready.
Knighthood, bring your shade.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Feely is so close.
You won't feel a thing.
I really wish that I had the black mage with me, the scholar. Hey, there we go. Weak to dagger.
My turn. It's a sacred flame. Shine forth.
Here goes nothing.
Let's try ice, maybe? Nope, not ice. I think it's some sort of weapon, though, because I don't think that you normally get
I'm ready.
you see how there's a sword, question mark, axe? I'm pretty sure that there's that thing in between has to be another weapon. I don't think that it would do elementals between physicals.
Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
But how do I get that treasure chest, though? Ah, there we go.
Flame, protect us.
Let my arrow fly and true.
Why pounce? I hate pounce.
I will not be defeated.
No, weak to light as well.
I'm ready.
Bring it on.
Weak to axes.
Coming, if thou darest.
Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's not an actual path, although it looks like it would be.
Let's see what you got.
I am ready.
I'm so glad that they're mostly buffers. He could be weak to axe. He isn't.
I'll do my best.
Could have been, though.
Sacred flame, shine forth. I am ready.
Oh, that was a misstep last time.
Let the hunt begin.
That's okay. Just lost some money, that's all. If I hadn't boosted Primrose's attack on the previous battle, or the previous turn, then I could have used 2 dagger swipes, which would have caused a break there, and I would not have gotten hurt at all by the enemy. Which would have meant that I would have got the untouched bonus, which gives you extra money at the end of battle.
Let's see what you got.
I am ready.
That was worth a shot.
Coming, if thou darest.
I will not be defeated.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, they're both stunned right now. Oh, weak to axe. Okay.
What next?
The hunt ends.
Flame, protect us.
Let my arrow fly in true.
Well, weak to swords. May as well use that first.
I am ready.
Here goes nothing.
I'll do my best. Sacred flame, shine forth. I am ready.
Let the hunt begin.
I recently watched the gameplay that I uploaded for the demo of this game, and I noticed that what used to happen in between rounds, so like if I use a boost, so I attack twice with my character, right? And the next turn, I actually, in this game, I don't get another boost point back, which means that on the first turn in the demo, I used to be able to always attack twice every single turn with a double attack. And in the final game, they made it so that if you actually use a boost one turn, then you actually don't get it back for the next turn, which is a huge nerf to the characters, but it's kind of okay because in the demo I was actually watching, just one character by themselves could actually just double stun lock both. Like if it was one hero versus 2 enemies, you would just always stun lock all the enemies because you would always be able to break them every single round.
Hello to you.
So it would have made also the enemies were tougher back then. Like each enemy had more HP, but you were also able to keep them broken the entire time that you were playing the game. So it was going to be kind of like a game where it was like very difficult to play the game if you didn't understand the concept of what the game was trying to teach you, but very like almost too easy if you actually understood what was going on. Thieving tips and tricks. Greater chance of success when stealing items. Okay, I should talk to more of these people then.
What is it, you?
Commoner's District. You can get rough down there. Alright. Wow, is everyone in this town a thief? I mean, I know that this is where I meet the thief. It's just so surprising that everyone in here has some sort of thief history. Anyone see a glowing blue dot anywhere? Cause I don't. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. I guess it could technically be below me as well. Hey there, melee man. 61? No, thank you. Alright, so here's the thief. I'm not gonna go there just yet. New weapons for sale, nice. Yeah, there's actually like no reason to not inquire everyone in town. It's nice that it's kind of like a secret reward for, you know, actually using the abilities that the game tells you to use. Because you could just go through the game immediately and very quickly without actually exploring or talking to anyone. Lower? Okay, let's see what's down there. Hey there, Mr. Sprinkles. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be streaming at all, actually. Not sure yet. My mother will be in town, so I'll probably be entertaining her rather than down here streaming on my own. Oh, here's the tavern where I can switch out my party members if I need to. And for whatever reason they had the armor down in the slums town. Magus hatchet. That's pretty good. But I should really focus on armor. That actually doesn't help me very much. This black cap does. I think I'll get one of them for Hanit and another for Alphen. There's no point in getting one for Ophelia. Because I'm going to be replacing her very soon with the thief. Black cap, black attire. Sure, why not? It's been a really long time since I've actually bought good armor for my people. Alright, that's really all I can afford, so let's move on. I have no idea how to get that hidden item. It's very well hidden. Famed treasure of House Ravis indeed. His name is Therion, and he is a thief. He is a lone wolf, as rugged and sharp as the harsh peaks of the clifflands. Roving from town to town, he has drifted into Borderfall. He works alone, though it was not always so. Few know his past, or have even seen his face, but tales of his exploits are told far and wide. He has heard a rumor of a mark too tempting to resist, treasure said to be impossible to steal, and so he sets off to test the security of the great House Ravis. He will need cunning allies on the path he has chosen. So, as always, I always give away my strongest ally to make way for my weakest ally. The question is, who's weaker, Primrose or Ophelia? Primrose is probably stronger, and I'll probably need someone to actually heal. We'll get 2 healers, that's fine. Hopefully Therion is a decent damage dealer.
As you like it.
I heard that thief's at it again. Really? What's he done this time? Lifted everything off a merchant, leaving the girls. Guess he didn't give us all that like Nancy Manor. Still can't believe he made it past all those guards. I'm sure the more the better for him. fretting over someone else's work. Someday we'll make it as big as that beef, and then we'll be the talk of the town. Yeah, you said it.
No, 10 years ago. Well, rip the dream. In an earlier stream, I was talking about how many years ago each of these events happened for each of these characters. And I was hoping that they were all tied together, but I think I've seen 10 years ago already once. I think that was Ophelia's time event. That's okay. I mean, we'll see how the story plays out from here.
Boy. Ah.
He's got quite a mouth. Darius. That'll be a name to remember.
Therion. What? There you go. Beg your pardon. Would you happen to be after Ravis's treasure? If you are, I suggest you but another would-be fortune is tossed in the dungeon. Those raiders ain't gonna be kind to those who covet their wealth. Still, poor thieves can't help but flock to that manor like moths to a flame. Suppose that's all those rumors of the riches that keep coming. Some say it's enough to buy the whole town and then some.
Just one town? What about the neighbors?
Can't say for sure. No one's ever seen the treasure. Even the master thief they keep talking about had more than his hands full.
Perfect tale for the town.
Look, we've been in the business long enough. You can tell things like a glance. You're a smart and skilled young man. Probably have a long career ahead. That's why I'll say it once more. Stay away from that.
Sounds like a perfect time to go straight for the manor.
Next time, I'll have a tale of my own to tell.
Good day, Jake.
Well, I should spend some money on the armor because when I start with this character, I actually have some money that's just given to me automatically, but I'll lose that money when I get the rest of my party back. Yeah, 2,500. That's more than I had before. So he uses knives and swords.
What is it, youngin?
Am I finally able to open this treasure chest? Nice. Occasionally poisons. Steal an item, deal heavy fire damage to a single foe, steal HP, equivalent to half the damage dealt by attacking twice with a dagger. That's actually pretty good. Reduce target's physical attack strength for 2. Reduce physical attack physical defense for 2 turns. Steal magic points. Only 5% of damage. So if it deals 5% of damage, then that's 1/20th. So I have to do 120 damage in order to get back the SP that I use in order to steal. Give 50% of your SP to another ally. This guy's actually pretty good. I like this. Like, definitely this order of things I'll be getting will be HP Thief, Steel SP, Share SP. Because he'll be able to keep magic on himself and then give it to, like, for example, Ophelia if she needs to heal someone. Or Cyrus if he needs to, like, blow something up with fire.
Hello. The truth is,
Iron helmet. Oh, that's a little sad because I already bought the black cap. And I'd be losing 31 evasion. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep the black cap. I'll give the iron helmet to some other character.
What do we have here?
Are those voice lines? Nope, no voice lines.
all right? Boy! Yes. Listen up.
My apologies. Well, I'll be damned.
They got guard dogs, military patrols. The walls are lined with wire. They probably mean like, okay, yeah. Oh, nope, that's not barbed wire, but like, trip wire.
Listen. Exactly.
Prove you're a merchant. Like, you could pull something out of his bag and sell it to him, I guess. So I guess I'm supposed to steal the fine cloths from him. letter of introduction, huh?
Truth is,
Okay. So I guess I'll find out what different people want, steal from one group, give it to another. I could also find someone that already has. Yeah, I could find someone that already has the letter of introduction and steal it from them. Meh. I really don't need any of those. He can keep his stuff, I guess.
Suppose so. No thanks.
He didn't even give them the chance to give the offer.
Listen.
I don't trust these guys.
Say again? Are we done here?
hey,
I know. Yikes!
This guy's so edgy.
boy.
It's incredible. Like he's got the whole like I work alone thing, but he's also got the dark troubled past where he used to have a friend that betrayed him.
Let none escape. Person.
All right.
Take a butcher's at all the loot we got? I have no idea why he would say that. I mean, take a look at all the loot that we've got is what he's trying to get at, but I don't know why he say butchers. Same reason I'm confused about him using the word teapot the way he does.
That's fine.
Tea leaves instead of thieves. Is that why they called teapots? I don't know. I don't use an axe, but that's okay. Spear, nice. These are all new weapons that I've never seen before.
Time to get to work.
Oh yeah, I forgot to actually equip the thing that I stole.
Now,
Yeah, so that's, I don't know. This is yet another character that doesn't make sense for me to tag along, or to let me tag along with. Who was the other character that didn't make any sense for me to join up with? Well, definitely Therion. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, given that he just got through saying, you know, I work alone, like, don't bug me, to those other groups, it makes no sense for him to then be okay with us following him around. Like, as a character, he just wouldn't do that. I think that they could have done a little better at giving some sort of story reason why he would actually want us to tag along. Like, even in his bio, it even said, like, he works alone. I couldn't be any more clear. Oh, that was not an actual weapon. That's like something to have and as part of a quest. I thought that I was getting like a new item, but actually these are valuables. So this diary was found, or was taken by Tressa from that pirate, or ex-pirate, that is now a refined trader. And this is the lantern that Ophelia is supposed to be taking around for her pilgrimage. This obviously is a letter of introduction that I just got through stealing. This is the satchel given to Alfin by his childhood friend as he left the town in order to travel the world and help others. A dagger engraved with the crest and motto of House Azelhart. I have no idea what this is. Yusufa's handkerchief. That's Yusufa's gift to Primrose right before she died. Left-hand man's map, that's also Primrose's. She stole it from her ex-master's dead body after killing him. And I just stole these. So he's actually not even a good merchant. Steel defenses. What do I currently have? That's probably better than what I have. 2 guards at the gate. Interestingly, I probably could have brought Tressa with me, who is an actual merchant, and then I doubt that the story would be any different. It would just be cool if it were.
My sincerest apologies. Times. Now,
Oh, broadsword. That's probably good. Can't just go anywhere. I'm a little antsy because I don't have a, I don't see a save point. Ah, there we go. Alright, now anything can happen. There are random encounters here, like enemies to fight, I think. Yep. So I've fought most of these before. Oh, well. Oh, I have a sword. I could have just hit him with my sword.
Bring it on.
Silly me.
Let my arrow fly and true.
Oh, nice. All of life comes from that enemy? I have to remember that.
All right. That's what
So I can steal life potions. Whew. 3 levels? Nice. That's what happens when you're playing catch-up. The church is just here, and there's a church just way up there, so when I go up these stairs I'll have to come back and get that one as well.
This is the beginning of your end.
My turn. What next?
So he's got a lance.
Here we go.
Out of my way.
What next?
Out of my way.
Well then. Sacred flame, shine forth.
Oh, he does physical and elemental defense up for the entire team. That's nice, I like that.
Try again.
When I attacked, how come I was getting SP back? Does that have something to do with my axe or my skills? Oh. Nice. That's really good. So I won't have to like run out of mana. And he's also a healer, so that's good. Alright, let's get this HP Thief. That one's amazing as an ability. Getting rid of statuses is pretty good. Better than poisoning someone. Hale and Hardy, wow. This guy's pretty tough. These support abilities are pretty strong.
I'll make this quick.
A spear guy and 2 sword guys.
Out of my way.
Here we go.
Let my arrow fly and true.
My turn.
Oh, they are not weak to anything.
Let the hunt begin.
Shucks.
Out of my way. No, you don't.
I'll do my best. Let your sacred flame shine more.
Let the hunt begin.
I'll do my best.
Bring it on. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh look, it's the attack dogs.
What next? I will not be defeated.
Here we go.
What next?
Here we go.
Out of my way.
I'll do my best.
Coming if thou darest.
Not weak to swords. Weak to axes. Okay. Probably weak to spears. Spears and axes. Maybe a dagger.
You won't feel a thing.
Try thy foes. This gives me a whole free attack. Let's see if you're weak to clubs. You are not. Let's see if you are weak to daggers. You are.
The hunt begin.
Let's see if you're weak to bows. You are not.
Here we go.
You are weak to axes, though.
Coming if thou darest.
Weak to daggers. Probably also weak to swords.
Bring it on. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey there, random ordinary girl. coming up on the end of chapter 1 for Octopath Traveller. That being said, there are 8 chapter 1, so this is the end of the 8th chapter 1.
Let enough speaking. Let my arrow fly and true.
So they're not weak to arrows. Are you weak to axes? You are not. You could be weak to fire.
I will not be defeated. Sacred flame, shine forth.
All right.
Out of my way.
Coming, if that.
All right.
Well then. Sacred flame, shine forth.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Therion's already able to gain another job skill. I think you get another one at 100. Yep, you do. So let's get the Steel SP going. Then after that, it'll be Share SP at 500. It'll be a while before we can get that one. My first support skill. When using a non-damaging skill on a foe, there's a 50% chance you'll attack as well. Oh, that's nice. I don't typically do attacks though, so we'll see how useful that ends up being. Like even when I do a skill, it's usually lifesteal. I think that the point of that skill is so that if you use steel, you have a 50% chance of attacking as well.
Flame, protect us.
Here goes nothing.
Let
Not
my
weak to
arrow
axes.
fly and true.
Not weak to lances. That's actually very surprising. Not weak to that either. Bows, lances, and swords are the only ones I haven't tried yet.
Sacred flame, shine forth.
Coming, if thou darest.
Here goes nothing.
Nice. That's the ability at work there.
Well then.
Here goes nothing.
Well then.
Yeah, these guys are just not hurting me at all.
Here we go.
What next?
Oh, there you go. Weak to bows. Hopefully the other ones are also weak to bows, because then I can just use my Hunter Strike or whatever. Rain of Arrows.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunting.
All right.
Okay, so boosting increases your percent chance of stealing properly, which is fine. Single foe.
The hunt beginneth.
Sacred flame shine forth.
Let my arrow fly and true.
Untouched, but no domination. Well, that's just a bit off. I had no way of attacking both dogs with the axe a second time. Wind attire. That is definitely some gear. So it's better than what I have right now for her in terms of physical defense, but worse for elemental defense, better for speed, and worse for evasion. She actually has pretty good evasion. I kind of want to keep that going right now. It's definitely going to be better than what he has right now in everything. 50% H air damage. He doesn't do that much damage though, so I'll go ahead and give that to the apothecary. Mighty belt.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunting. Let my arrow fly and true.
Oh, I could have sworn that he would be weak to that.
All right. Bring it on.
I still have no idea what those guys are weak to. And it's crazy. Probably sword, if I had to guess.
Let my arrow fly and true.
Nope, not sword. It could be literally anything. It's not light, and it's not sword. It's gotta be spear, I guess. It's not dagger either.
Try again.
It's kind of why playing this game is so awkward when you don't have Cyrus in your party. Because every battle you get one free weakness, and you can even use Analyze to get however many weaknesses you want, you know, for 1 SP each. Oh, they're weak to like every single physical attack. That's hilarious. Well, not daggers, but pretty much everything else.
There's nothing.
What next? Well
There's nothing.
He's not going to live through the end of this turn.
The hunt's beginning. The hunt ends.
I'm surprised that this is here without anything to steal, but we take those. And as unfortunately is all that we can take from here.
Come on, I've got a better thing to do.
I don't know whether to keep going straight or to go down the stairs though. You gotta be weak to fire at least. There you go. Finally, we got something.
Let my arrow fly and true.
I'm sorry to come back. Well then. May the sacred flame shine forth.
There's nothing.
I hope it's enough. Probably won't be. Yep, didn't think so.
What next?
I honor my word.
Okay, good. I'm gonna have to actually start thinking about which of my characters I want to give all these stat boosting items.
If thou darest.
So the nuts in this game give you stat increases, like I'm assuming permanent stat increases, like your character just gets more defense or more HP or whatever.
Might. May the sacred flame shine forth.
There's nothing.
Oh, yes, domination. Nice. Ophelia gets a new ability. Heal more? I don't even really need heal more because heal already does enough, but I'll do it in case I come across like a really bad boss fight or something. And the last skill I'll get will be Sheltering Veil, because I don't even use Reflective Veil. That's fine. I don't usually flee, but I'd imagine that if I do want to flee, then I'm going to want to succeed. So that's definitely a good ability to have. And here's the boss. Alright, let's take a quick inventory of our statuses. We got 1 rain of arrows that we can use, and plenty of everything else for the most part. So we should be good. I'll go ahead and use 1 inspirational plum though, since they're so easy to come by.
Standest thou against me? Then be
So close to the boss. I'm actually going to just run from this one.
arrow fly true.
I don't want to use up my magic points.
So, this is the amazing treasure everyone's talking about. It looks like an ordinary gemstone. Passion's worth from average.
The jewel before you is worth more than your mind. Hope to fathom. Your inability to discern as much is disconcerting, to say the least.
Who the hell are you? Not just anyone can sneak up on you like that.
I should be the one asking you that question. Not just anyone could have made it this far into the manor after all.
You won't get answers by stroking my ego.
I meant it is nothing but genuine praise. Allow me to congratulate you on being the first thief to make it here.
You say it as if you wanted this to happen.
Just so, we tightened security for that very purpose. We figured no thief worth his salt would be able to turn down such a challenge.
Go on.
To this end, we even asked the barkeep for help.
Oh, really? So him telling me to not try was actually all part of the ploy.
His job, find promising thieves and spin tales about this manor.
In other words, trick thieves into trying to rob his place.
Think of it more as appealing to their inner nature. The great treasure of Ravis Manor, guarded by a veritable army. What thief could pass up such glory, such riches? We had such high hopes, but were constantly met with disappointment. But finally, one has proven himself worthy.
I'm so intrigued. I want to know like how this is going to turn into a boss fight.
I should have seen this coming.
And yet you did not. And I find myself most grateful for your lack of foresight.
So what's your rank?
I need not explain that to you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Heathcote.
Heathcote.
I am a butler in the service of House Ravis.
You expect me to believe an ordinary butler snuck up on me? And who you are will matter somehow. Now, if you excuse me.
I assure you, you won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
Let's get this over.
Wait, so the boss fight is just this butler? Is it sad that I feel like I'm about to get wrecked? Alright, let's just try all the standard stuff. Sweep. The back guy's weak to swords, so let's get rid of him first.
Here we go.
Weak to swords and axes.
Bring it on.
Let my arrow
Alright,
fly
now maybe the other one is weak to arrows? Yep.
I'll do my best.
Let the hunt begin.
Out of my way.
You have a lot of HP.
All right.
Like a lot of HP.
I'll do my best. Let a sacred flame shine forth.
Let my arrow fly in true.
There we go. Got him down to just one, but I know he's not weak to swords now. He's weak to daggers though. How about axes? Oh, I already know he's not weak to axes. I already did a multi-hit axe attack.
Let the hunt.
That double spear did a lot of damage.
I'll do my best.
Therion's so good. And he's poisoned too? But that's because of my weapon though, not because of anything that he did. It's nice to know that these things actually stack instead of just reset. What I mean by that is now I actually have 9 turns of increased defenses instead of you would expect to see just 2 because it's, you know, it's, you get 2 for every time it gets cast. He's not weak to axes. So is he weak to ice?
Cool off.
Yes, he is. Okay.
Bring it on. All right. Cool
Increased evasion for 2 turns. I don't like the looks of that. Does that apply for his against magic as well?
The hunt begins. Back dust.
It looks like I have nothing to worry about.
I will not be defeated.
This is bad actually. Because I don't have anything that's going to stop him from attacking me with his super attack. So I guess I have to kill him? Or I could try to heal. Let's try to kill him first. That didn't work.
I will not be defeated.
So then let's try to heal us all up.
Let your wounds be.
Be ready for his attack. Oh, that kind of tickled, actually.
Here we go.
The hunt begins.
Alright, he's dead now.
I'll do my best. Oh, save your life. Hope it will break.
That was by far the easiest boss I've had to fight.
So, you can hold your own in battle as well.
Of course, that may have something to do with the fact that the recommended level for this area is 12, and I started the game at level 20, and then like leveled up several times since then.
It seems I underestimated you.
It's 2 of us. Is that a part of your butler training?
I see you still have some reservations about my true profession. Though I'm sure my victory here lends my words no credit.
Victory.
Your victory? What in the...
Any thief worth his salt should recognize that band. The mark of a convict. The fool's bangle, as some call it. Undeniable proof of a thief's humiliating blunder.
Get this off of me!
I do not take my orders from you. I've attached it to your arm for a reason. If anyone is to see it, they shall know of your failure today.
You...
However, I imagine your pride will not allow you to deceive me, and that makes it perfect leverage for negotiations.
Negotiations?
You may have broken into my home, but for now, I will overlook your transgressions.
Oh, it's Lady Ravis.
Oh, great. More company.
Pardon my late introduction. My name is Cordelia Reyes, and I am the lady of the house.
Regards to your decorator. We sure have a way with troops.
Allow me to explain.
Dragon stones. That sounds pretty cool.
The dragon stones have been in my family for generations.
Dragon stones? I see one.
Yes, once there were more. But the stones were stolen during the chaos following my parents' passing. Fortunately, Heathcote was able to recover the sapphire stone.
What touching devotion. Is this the part where I move to tears?
Perhaps, once you understand your place in the story. If you collect the 3 remaining stones, we shall remove the bag from your arm.
So, this was your plan all along.
Yes, but please understand, I had no choice.
Well, aren't you too clever? Setting a thief to catch a thief.
Don't thieves often say, the ensnared has only himself to blame?
Yeah, they do. For a butler, you sure know a lot about thieves over there.
I dare not bore you with my story when there are more pressing matters at hand. Will you undertake Miss Regis's mission? If you refuse,
I'll do the job.
excellent. Then I pray your journey will be a successful one.
Well, thanks for the sub, Prince Sora.
With a tale to tell, too. I'll trade it for a drink.
Afraid I don't deal with that currency.
Listen, I just came from Raiders Manor. Had a lovely chat with a fellow named Heathcote. Maybe you know him?
I did warn you not to go there. So, is it everything you expected it to be?
All that more. Now I'm awful thirsty. Might need 2 drinks to get this bad taste out of my mouth.
Coming right up.
Alright, that was chapter 1 of The Thief. A little lighter on the story elements compared to the rest of the characters. Feather Saber, Greatsword. Oh, I actually picked up a Greatsword, didn't I? I just never equipped it. No, that was a broadsword. Still better than what I already had equipped. I disagree. Sturdy helm over hairpiece? Get out of here. Or pointed hat? Yeah, pointed hat is definitely the best that I've got here. Because I'm optimizing for magic attack, because most of her damage comes from her light abilities. So as I always do at the end of these, I will leave the town, trigger the story message, head back in, do the side quests, and then do my sign-offs. It's a little shorter than your usual stream, but then again, last time was a much longer stream because I accidentally got all the treasure chests on the first half of Boulder Fall. so there was a lot less to do. I got to the town in record time compared to the other streams, and there was also a lot less chat going on, so a little less distracted. It was just a different kind of stream.
Mr. Therion! Mr. Therion, please wait!
What now?
I came to see you off on your journey. As it is at my behest that you set out.
Look, I'm just fulfilling my half of the bargain. I think we'll work on this.
I understand that,
He's right, my lady. This is simply an agreement between us and a skilled but short-sighted thief.
Exactly.
There is something you should know before you go. As you saw, I recovered a blue stone. It is known as the Sapphire Dragonstone. The remaining three are the Dragonstones of Ruby, Emerald, and Gold, each named for its sheen.
If I steal them all back for you, you'll remove this band.
You have my word.
Your word? Well, that sounds legitimate. Any idea where I should start looking?
Rumor has it that a scholarly noble is researching the Ruby Dragonstone.
No. Great. I'll fit right in.
Mr. Therion!
What is it this time?
Please, do take care out there. Did I say something else?
Never thought a man of my talents would work for someone like it's... You'll get your stones back soon. Just leave the thieving to me.
And so Therion set forth his mission, which he begrudgingly accepted, to retrieve the remaining 3 Dragonstones of House Ravis, that he might have the mark of shame removed from his arm. Little did he know what fate awaited him. Ooh. Alright, let's see what I can do in terms of side quests here. Theoretically, I should be able to get every single one of these side quests completed, because I have all 8 paths available to me at this point. It just might take some going back and forth between the tavern in order to get some of these party members switched out. Over there, Travis.
Launch me with ye.
Well met.
Well, with an attitude like that, of course.
So you see,
There's a spine chilling rumor going around. People of Slumtown are plotting to rebel against the Highborn. Well, I actually have the rebels' axe on me. The story of this particular play session or the story of the entire game? The entire game. Well, so the story of the entire game is really 8 individual stories right now. They actually don't have anything to do with, like each of the characters don't have anything to do with one another. So if I go into here, so I have these 8 party members now. And interestingly enough, if you actually go to my Octopath Traveller playlist, I actually write into the description the story of what happened in the previous play session. Although I forgot to do it for this play session. I was going to do it after the video was uploaded. But just as a short, brief everything, this here, Tressa, is a merchant. She lived on a coastal town, and she protected her townspeople against pirates who tried to steal all of their stuff. And then after she was done, she met some roguelike, sea-traveling trader and wanted to be just like him. So she's traveling the world to be a world-renowned trader. Ulbrich the warrior. 8 years ago, he used to be part of the King's Royal Guard, but then his brother-at-arms betrayed him and his king, killing the king and defeating Ulbrich in combat, so he had to run away. And in order to survive, he was hiding out in some old country town as a mercenary. He saved the town from some bandits that tried to kidnap one of the young squires in the town. And while he was fighting those highwaymen, he actually found out a hint as to where his old betrayer ended up going off to. So he's off to go fight them because he wants revenge. Cyrus is a scholar. He used to teach at the Royal Academy. But he got caught up in a scandal where someone thought that he was having an affair with one of his students. So he's taking a sabbatical to avoid being scrutinized by his faculty. Meanwhile, he's also trying to track down an ancient book that was stolen from the Royal Library 13 years ago that's supposed to have all the super magical stuff. Primrose is a dancer. She actually is part of a royal family, but a long time ago, these 3 men cloaked in black killed her father while she was hiding under like a table or something. So because she grew up without a father, she basically ended up living in a slum where she was a dancer at a brothel, and she was just there because she wanted to see if one of those three men cloaked in black would ever show up. They had tattoos as well, so it's not like she was looking just for the people wearing a particular outfit. So one day she saw one of the men in black with the crow tattoo come through her tavern, and she followed them. Had to kill her master in order to do so, but she was able to get away from that slum, and now she's off to get revenge for her father. Ophelia is a cleric. Her parents abandoned her as a child, and so she's actually, or not abandoned, they actually died. So she's an orphan, and the church took her from the orphanage and raised her as like the head priest raised her as his daughter, even though he has an actual daughter. So they were like pseudo sisters. Her sister was supposed to go on a pilgrimage and spread some sort of lantern of light to the world in order to do something to stop the monsters from appearing as often as they do, kind of like Tales of Symphonia. But her adoptive father fell sick, so she decided to take the pilgrimage instead of her sister, so that her sister can stay by her father's side. Alfin is an apothecary. His parents died in a plague, when a plague went through the village he used to live in. And he would have died too, except a wandering apothecary came by and healed him, saying, I just help people because that's what I do, and it's great. So he kind of grew up always wanting to be a great apothecary so that he could travel the world and save other people, just like the person that saved him did. One day, one of his childhood best friend's younger sister got bit by a poisonous snake, so he had to go off and kill the snake, take the poison, make an antidote, and heal the sister. And then afterwards, he went off and decided to save the world one good deed at a time. Therion, you can just rewind the stream to see his plot. I actually just got through going over it. He's a thief. He heard about this giant mansion that has this wonderful treasure in it, so he decided to sneak in. He successfully snuck in, however it was all a trap. There actually wasn't a super secret treasure for them to get. It was just they wanted a thief that was good enough to break into that place in order to conscript them into stealing for them. And lastly, Hanit is a huntress. Her master, who taught her everything, went off to fight a giant or a monster a year ago on a hunt that was paid for by some royal family. Never came back, so Hanit is off to go rescue him from the giant beast. And that's all 8 stories, and however many minutes it took me to do that. So now I can get back to chat. To answer Royal Bat's question, I use a MacBook Pro for my setup. It actually sucks. I don't suggest getting a MacBook Pro because what I want to use in order to stream is OBS. But when you have a MacBook Pro, the version of Elgato that is available on the Mac is worse than the version that's available on Windows. So I have to use Elgato even though I don't want to use Elgato. In maybe a year or two, whenever I get enough money, basically, I'll be switching over to getting a Windows Surface Pro instead. And while I'm here, I may as well make a highlight video of me explaining all the different people's stories all at once. So let me just find where in the stream you started asking for that. That was about like there-ish. And then I ended my explanation right around here sometime. Yeah, so far, all of their stories are kind of separated from one another. What I'm hoping is that that as I go into chapter 2, I find out that they all are actually connected to one another, and they have some reason to actually be together, instead of just actually being a bunch of randos that happen to be traveling for no reason together. But that'll be seen on a later stream. For Thieves Gang, no, don't think you would. Philistines too much hard work. Bandits code. Oh, do I have to like steal from him in order to prove that okay, so I got Revolutionary Sword, Rebel's Axe. Probably need to find like one more of these. Maybe this is enough already. I already stole from this person. Already stole from that person too. Egg-seeking girl. Girl found a large egg claiming this rope floating on the river to her. Okay, so I found the 3 quests in this area. Okay. So I guess this is everything I need here. Ooh, stimulating necklace. But 3% chance of stealing. There's no way I'm getting that. I'm gonna try to buy it from him instead. Rebel's Axe, Revolutionary Sword, Spear of Justice. Okay. My plan for the next playthrough is to do chapter 2 of some story. Not quite sure which one yet. Let's see, so if I go off in this direction, then I get 2, chapter 2 starts. But if I go in this direction, then I can get another 2 of them. I can't actually see, I think it's recommended 24, okay. 22, 21, 27. It doesn't really matter what the expected level is because I'm pretty strong and I do pretty well when it comes to strategy, so I shouldn't have much of an issue with any particular enemy. So if I had to choose one right now, then I would say that I would want to continue with probably Hanet's story first, since she was the first one that I got. But in terms of just character likability, then I would probably do Alphen's. So maybe I'll do Alphen, then Hanet, and then just go all the way around for chapter 2s. For the next set, because these enemies that are in these areas are so weak, I will probably just fast travel to skip a lot of it, because it would be boring to just watch me completely destroy everything along the way. If I were more popular of a streamer, then I would be able to like put out a poll or something like that and ask for the viewers to choose. But as it were, I'll probably just re-watch all of the chapter 1 stories, and then whichever one I think is more urgent, then that's the one that I'll choose. These quests are so very vague. That woman. What's over there, I wonder? It's nice that they actually went through the trouble of actually giving even the dogs special dialogue. Like they even all have homes that they were taken from. I do not own any pets. I would like at some point in time to have a cat. My fiance is more of a dog person, but at the time we aren't really home enough or have enough money really to really own pets. When I was growing up, like my father's house, my mother's house, my grandmother's house, you know, I had pets pretty much everywhere else growing up. So dogs, cats, you know, fish, birds, snakes, like frogs, toads, basically taking care of it all. But ever since like moving out, I haven't owned anything of my own. Alright, let's get Primrose in here. Let's get Tressa in here. And see if they can do something that these other characters weren't able to do. How about you, Susano? You got any pets of your own? Elderly women? No, I don't want any elderly women. Beastmaster. My tiger is dead and gone. We were together for years. He was a friend of mine. Do I have any tigers? I don't think I have any tigers. Yeah, I didn't think so. This is not quite a tiger, but it's pretty close. Let's go ahead and save first, in case I fail. Oh, please, you sweep. A dog? Nice. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. Let's see. Oh, I already know they're not weak to spear. Silly me. There we go. Small dogs are generally just better than big dogs anyway. Less to clean up. They don't knock over as much stuff. Way less destructive. Shed less. Okay, so it's neither of these people. Although it is interesting that they actually have a name. %3 chance of success? But he's so strong. 36%? That's also like really low. Alright, it's looking like I don't have the ability to really beat any of these side quests that I've been looking to beat. The only thing I could really do is beat up this guy. Oh, wait. Okay, I actually can do this. Because up here is a guy that actually is talking about Martha's gang. And he needs to find a replacement for Martha's gang. It's not that I'm supposed to be the replacement. I'm supposed to find someone that that he wants to replace. So I need to go bring his wife from somewhere. So I can't actually bring this guy over. So this isn't what I thought. This guy probably isn't what I'm looking for, but it's a long shot. I'll just try it.
Sir!
Yep, didn't think so. Yeah, every dog has its own personality. I think that certain breeds are more likely to want to play than others. Let's see if I can find that egg on the other side of the river. Doesn't look like it's going to show up on the map, though. Although this is an egg. Is this what I'm supposed to, am I supposed to capture this thing and then bring it to her? Because that could be a way of... Okay, weak to axes and lances and swords. Why are you using pounce? Okay, that's fine. It was a large egg, though.
Let us begin. What next?
Not weak to that.
My turn now.
What next?
Good. I still get the try defend. Yeah, nice.
Let's do this.
Oh, you know, that totally makes sense. So, Therion. So, each of these characters has like an opposite character for themselves. So, the hunter is the opposite of the warrior, the thief is the opposite of the trader, and so on. So that is apparent not only in their path actions, but also in their skill sets, apparently. Because, so I've got this. I just realized that Therion has the ability to steal life and steal magic points from the enemy. So he attacks them and he gains the magic back from attacking them. But Tressa just does it on her own. She doesn't actually steal it, she just has it for free. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, if I want to get an item from an NPC, I can steal it from them using Therion, or I could buy it from them at a cost using Tressa. Like, it only just occurred to me that that connection was being made. These guys are not weak to wind, really.
Out of my way.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Coming. If the hunt ends.
So glad that he used sweep instead of pounce, because pounce sucks. Alright, I didn't find that egg just across the way.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Here I go.
What next?
Nope, I don't have enough mana for that. That's very unfortunate. Single foe, take aim, rain of arrows. That's the best I'm going to be able to do.
Out of my way.
And I just gotta hope that this is enough.
Knighthood, bring your shame.
It was not enough.
Coming. If thou darest.
Out of my way.
I'm ready. What to do? I'm ready. The show is over.
Whatever shall I do? Oh, darn it. It didn't tell me the whole information that time. Alright, so I'm in Border Fall. I've lost my egg. What if it were dashed against a rock? Upon my eye, if it was broken. Fireball. Nice. There aren't too many young women in this town, so hopefully this is the one that this guy was looking for. And if it's not, then pretty much gonna give up. Nope, this isn't the woman. %. It's another young woman. Also not this one either. So I'm out of options. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back the real, like Fireball sounds like the best ability out of all the townspeople that I've gotten so far. So I'll just keep her with me. And now that I have all 8, I can actually have like a standard team. And what I think I'm going to go for when I'm out fighting monsters is going to be... So actually I have to have Hanit in my team. Like, it doesn't let me change her out because she was the person I started with. But what I'm going to want to have is going to be Hanit because I have to. Therion, oh man, they're also good. If I... Yeah, I actually have no idea what I would, even if I had complete control over it. Maybe not Therion, so no Therion, but I will want Tressa, because she's awesome. Cyrus is fine, and I kind of want Primrose because she does lots of magical damage, but I also don't really need her because I have Cyrus. But she also has a dagger. So here's my thoughts. I like Therion. He has a dagger and a sword, which is nice. And he's able to steal HP and SP from the enemies and give it to my allies, which is good. I like Ophelia. She's a healer. She's able to basically cure everyone. But that's really it. Also, she has really busted magic damage. Like, for 9 SP, she does about as much damage as like anyone else in my party. Ulbrich, I don't really need Ulbrich because I have Hanit. He uses swords and lances, and he is powerful, and he has like lots of HP, and he has the ability to get in the way of a killing blow against another ally. But I haven't had a struggle with having party members being close to dying, so I really have no need for Ulbrich at this point in the game. Alfin, I don't really need him. He only uses axes, and his whole gimmick is you combine items in your inventory to damage or heal your damage foes or heal allies, and I don't really need that. So I definitely don't need these two, and I probably don't really need Ophelia either. So it's really a question of, do I want Therion or Primrose? So I definitely want Cyrus. If I didn't have to have Hanit in the team, then I would definitely replace Hanit for Therion, because then I would have swords, daggers, lance, arrows, and clubs. And I would have fire, ice, lightning, dark, and wind. So the best team would actually be getting rid of Hanit for Therion, but I have no idea how to actually do that. So I guess what I'll do is I'll keep the team that I currently have right now, and then I'll just go on to chapter 2 in the next stream, and then hopefully whenever I get around to being able to get rid of my main character, I'll just be able to do that. To answer your question, Travis, this is a role-playing game. The battle system is somewhat between Chrono Cross and Final Fantasy X, in the sense that, well, I guess not so much Final Fantasy X, because in Final Fantasy X you could attack multiple times in one turn. So I guess it's really just Chrono Cross. It's kind of like a Chrono Cross battle system where you attack, and if you use weaker attacks if you use weaker attacks, then you end up building up battle points, and when you have enough battle points you can unleash them to use super strong attacks, in the same way that Chrono Cross has your whole action gauge or whatever. I'm really close to learning 3 new abilities for these characters. It'd be great. Very story heavy focus on story, made by Square Enix, so that makes sense. Yeah, it's a pretty good game in general. So I'm going to take this time now to do my sign-offs. This has been Stormy Sensei playing Octopath Traveller for you guys. If you liked the content, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, all that jazz. I play this game a lot, but I also have other games in my library that I've been streaming, such as Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2. I'm at the end of Super Meat Boy, so that'll be only a handful more of those streams. And Tennis Aces, Super Smash Brothers, Bayonetta for the Wii U. So if you like this sort of content or just want to see the end of Octopath Traveller, then go ahead and, you know, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you all in the next stream. It'll probably be no idea. Whatever I feel like playing, that's what I'll end up doing. So stay tuned for that. I already listed off all the games that I'm currently playing, so it'll be among those. But thanks for watching. This is Stormy Sensei signing off.